I'm not sure why I enjoy the intro to that. Just like boom, 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 boom. It's just really good. It's really good.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the old TCG live. No, I don't know. TCG Pokemon Go live. Oh. All right. What's up, Pokemon trading card game fans? Welcome to episode 144 of Special Conditions, the TCG podcast where our love for competing, collecting collide. Special Conditions is part of the Pokemon Professor Network, and today is June 29th, 2023. I'm one of your hosts, Adam Tuttle. I am joined by my co-host, Justin Keller. How are you?
Doing fine and dandy. And how about yourself?
I'm doing much better. I know on the last episode we had discussed that my package was missing. For all intents and purposes, it was missing for a very long time. One of my neighbors happened to find, because it got delivered to like I live in one street, and it got delivered to like one of the 2 or 3 houses at the beginning of my street, which I checked with both my immediate neighbors, and neither of them had it. And the picture that I got sent for the delivery, I don't even know. I've never seen that porch at that angle, so I couldn't tell you where it was. But I didn't and then there's somebody finally they left him like a little note on my mailbox. It was like, check in with me. So I appreciate that, but also I was like, I had left for work, didn't see it. When I came home, I saw it, but that was at like 11:30 at night. So I can't obviously knock on somebody's door at 11:30. And then it took another like 3 or 4 days to finally be able to link up and find them. But I was able to get my package after all that time. And it was the most stressful interaction with FedEx I've ever had. Because it didn't feel like I didn't feel like they even looked. Because if they had looked or gone back to the place that they delivered it, they would have been able to find it. And I feel like they just sent me the email. It's like, case closed. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You didn't even look. So I feel bad because I was like, yeah, my package hasn't arrived. And it hadn't. I mean, it's been 2 weeks since it said it arrived. So, and then all of a sudden I get a note on my mailbox that's like, hey, check in with me. So, but long story short, my package arrived. I did get my illustration contest cards. They are currently at TGA being graded.
Oh, fancy.
Speaking of TGA, this episode of Special Conditions podcast is brought to you by the Grading Authority. TGA offers an innovative card grading experience with a focus on collectors and community. Visit tgacards.com to learn more, and be sure to check out their slab designer and Pokemon Flow labels to see for yourself what makes Pokemon Professor Network proud to be a TGA partner. Use code FULLHEAL, no spaces, at checkout for 10% off your total order. That's FULLHEAL. Thank you to the team at the Grading Authority for supporting the Special Conditions podcast. We greatly appreciate it. And we do have some giveaways that'll be happening shortly.
We're going to be giving away.
Yeah, we're giving away 2 mystery slabs packs. They look like this, which I believe you can buy on their website too. One, and then this is the first time I'm announcing it. So in our Discord tournaments, so if you're in there for July, you still got a day or a couple days. If you're in there for July, you could join in. We're going to have our standard tournament, and then we're going to have a Christmas in July tournament as well. And the winner of that will get one of those mystery packs.
Ooh.
So if you're in it to win it, I'll see you in the Discord and we'll play.
Yeah, no, it sounds fun. Let's be honest. For Pokemon people, we're all sucker for mystery packs. I mean, that's basically what every pack of cards is already.
Yeah, exactly. It's a gamble. You never know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Life's like a box of Pokemon cards. You never know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
But just on today's show,
yes,
we're going to talk about the documentary The Road to Worlds, because those episodes have been phenomenal.
Yeah, I just caught up this morning, and boy, they were good.
They hit you in the feels. They hit you in like the brain, like, I want to play more Pokemon. This
Yeah.
is insane. We'll talk about it shortly. Win every Sword and Shield booster box sweepstakes. This I got an email for, and every time I tried to do it on my mobile phone, it was like, hey, something's wrong. So I just did it right before this podcast. So hopefully
Nice.
I win. And if I win, I will definitely 100% be giving away a Darkness Ablaze booster box from that, because I already have like 2 sealed. So, and that was way prior to all of this stuff. I don't know. I got a case and then I ended up like keeping 2 boxes sealed because I pulled everything I needed or was able to trade for it. So I'll have way too many boxes of that. So if I win, I will definitely be giving away a booster box of Darkness Ablaze. So fingers crossed for Adam to win. Justin, did you enter the sweepstakes yet?
I have not yet. It is something I'm gonna do after the pod. I thought about doing it just right here to show people to do it. And I was like, then people probably see my personal information. That's probably not what I
Yeah,
want
they'll
to
see
do.
your birthday, your email, and your full
Oh
name.
no, they'll know
I
how
don't want
old I
people to know
am.
my full name. I mean, I feel like I say it at the beginning of every show. Then I got mail from Down Under. Down Under. And then we'll
Ooh.
talk about Dragonite EX because we talked about it in the last episode and then it got revealed. So I feel like it's only right for us to discuss it, no matter how great or bad it is. All right, Justin, let's kind of just start with mail. And we'll do 2 things. We will do the peel to reveal hyper rare Pikachu because it's the last of the 3, and I've told people from the start we're gonna do all 3 of these. So the first one was a 9. Second one was a 9.5. I'm actually looking at the back of this one. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say it's probably like an 8.5 or a 9. So we're gonna quickly get this. We're gonna peel the Band-Aid off and just get it over with. What do you think?
If you hadn't said that, I was gonna say 10, but now I'm like, all right, it's 8.5.
I know. I really hope it's a 10, but it'll probably not be.
Oh, it's a 10. It's
no,
a 10.
no, it is a 10. Let's go. Let's go. It's a 10.
Oh,
Woo!
goodness.
Okay, so we've got 9.5, 9, and a 10.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
and think
that is
about
the
that.
full
You actually
gamut.
ordered it in order. You opened them in order. That's crazy.
insane. Yeah, because I did not look at these at all. These are so cool. I'm so happy. Oh, all right. Let's go. Let's go.
You'd have to like
1,
get a
2, and
stand and
3.
like have them like all next to each other or something.
Yes, for sure. I'm gonna have to get some of their slab holders. They have a whole bunch of Pokemon, so I'm gonna see if I can snag some. I probably want Pikachu though. That's what I'm gonna need. I'm gonna need
Oh.
Pikachus. 4
Not
Pikachus.
Raichu?
No, you know what? For somebody, I just don't like Raichu. Like and it's weird. Like VMAX Pikachu, the giant Chonkachu, that's funny. That relates to like I literally have a plush on the floor in front of me that's like a giant fat Pikachu. I'm not gonna get up and get it just because I have to move from my microphone and stuff.
Santana PokeClan's calling you out, saying blasphemy for not liking Raichu.
Yeah, right. I mean, come on. So, and these are just the energy match labels. So that's what they look like. Pretty solid. If you're looking for, where is it? Oh, I'm knocking stuff down. Color match. You get a nice solid color. You can get these in hollow. I just found that out. But then you have the flow label like we did the Miriam. So there's tons of different labels you can make. These are awesome. I'm so happy right now. I'm like, I don't know how I feel. But I got to continue the show.
Yeah.
Okay, so I did get mail from Down Under, which
Down
is,
Under.
in case you're wondering, is Australia. I actually thought it might have been from Lachlan that sent it, but actually it's just Steven. So thank you, Steven, for, I mean, I bought it, but thanks for sending it, I guess. Woo, buddy. So this is, I know it's not TGA, but it is a Gemmint 10 Delibird from Freeze Bolt, which is, I believe it's Boundaries Cross. That's ours. But yeah, it's
Boundaries Cross. Is that Black and White era?
Or maybe it's Black and White. Yeah, I would think so. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I can't read it, but that's what I think it is. I'm sure it is. It might be.
That's pretty great art.
Yeah, it's like he's dancing in a winter wonderland and it's snowing. Or just it's one of those, it's a winter's night. It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful. But that's just one more for the collection that I don't have, so I'm very happy.
Good.
Got to get that in my box. I need one of those briefcases. I got to look into that. That's something next episode. We gotta talk about
just
ways to store your graded cards, because I need a briefcase.
Yeah. Did you see what the video when Azul got his graded deck back?
Yes.
You need one of those
that
cases.
Is so cool. That is so cool.
For those of you that didn't know, he got his entire winning deck from, what was it, OCIC or the Oceania Internationals?
Yes. Yep. I believe so.
Yep.
And then what else do you want to discuss next?
Shall we discuss our thoughts on the Road to Worlds?
Yes, let's do that. All right, so Pokemon put together a beautifully, like a very well done Road to Worlds video series. And it just talks about players and their thought processes going back. It starts with, is it EUIC? Or
yeah, I think so.
And it just, so it starts with Pokemon events opening back up for the first time, and because this is like right
early
after
last
COVID.
year.
Yeah. So it's basically kind of like when Pokemon came back.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it should have been called, when Pokemon came back, because it kind of is misleading because it's saying Road to Worlds, and like you said earlier, there's no VGC or anything. It's just been talking about TCG.
Yeah, they had so I've seen the 3 episodes, and they had and one of them, they had one of the Pokemon Go announcers talk for like half, like 30 seconds, but for the predominantly it's been all TCG people. And like the first one's about coming back, everyone's excited for events. The second one is about like a testing group. It's the Isaiah Bradner and
Caleb Gedimer, I think. No, is it?
They call themselves the B-Boys or something?
Oh yeah. So Sam Chen.
Yeah. No, it's pretty good. It's definitely worth a watch, and it gets you excited and invigorated. Like, man, maybe I should like start grinding these events. And like, I'm not going to go like crazy or anything, but I'm just excited for the next season to start, because we got NAIC this weekend, and then which
is going to be insane.
Then it's Crickets till Worlds, and then I don't know when, but at some point they'll announce like the next season of events. Do they announce that at Worlds or
at
after?
Worlds? Yeah.
Okay.
They let us know, hey, this is where the next year's World's going to be. Yeah. And then that gets everybody hyped, and they're like, all right, I'm going to Antarctica. Like, what? We're doing in Antarctica this time? All right.
It's sponsored by
Delibird. Let's go.
Well, yeah, so you can watch it through the website. We'll have the link in the description and everything. But it's also just on their YouTube page, just the Pokemon Company International page. And it's pretty good. They're about 24 minutes each, 20 to 24 minutes each. And there's 3 episodes. I'm not sure if episode 3 is the last one, or if there's going to be a 4th one.
I don't know. The third one is about family, and it talks about like judging and basically how the Pokemon community is just one big family. I mean, it gets you in the feels. I will say that all 3 of these episodes they really get you like pumped up, motivated, you gain that drive that you're missing, because I know I've been missing it for a long time. And like I was contemplating, I'm like, how do I make this work again? How do I make me going to a ton of events work again? Don't think that it's plausible with my current state of everything. Like, because my son's in hockey, there's no way I can balance, taking him to hockey and then being like, oh yeah, at the same time I need to be in an event. Like there's just no way.
Sure,
So I think what you and I were talking about
yeah.
earlier was that, we try to focus on going to local events when we can. And I think that's definitely something, because those are back, and those haven't been back very long. So
Yeah. I mean, really just the cups and the challenges for Pokemon leagues have only been around for what, 2 months?
yeah, not even.
It was
Or,
April, right?
yeah.
So
So it's
yeah,
not. We haven't had much time with them, and I know that the ones that I think I could have gone to, we either did something as a family, or you know what I mean. Like there was just
sure.
it just wasn't. It didn't line up. So I think moving forward, looking at them purely as if there's something going on, obviously not doing it, but if there's nothing going on, it would definitely be a fun activity. Um, my son actually, because he's huge into Tears of the Kingdom,
Mhm.
Zelda, he just
Yeah.
absolutely loves him.
Hiya.
Hiya! But with that being said, he like started like he was just like cutting out his own cards and like making
Mhm.
his own like deck and stuff. I was
Yeah,
like, "What are you
yeah.
doing?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm making a Zelda deck."
Yeah.
And so like, and then he's making the rules up as we go along. I'm
Amazing.
opening. Yeah, I'm like, he's like, the big card is the last one you draw because it's like overpowered. You can't. And I'm like,
Yeah.
that's not how you shuffle a deck. And they're just little paper. And he's like,
Yeah,
yeah, he's like, I got a couple energies and I didn't get anybody, so I'm just gonna put those at the bottom and then draw some more cards. I was like, is that how the deck works? Is that how the
yeah,
game works?
yeah,
I was like, I
yeah.
don't like my hand either. He's like, no, but if you got someone, you have to keep it. I was like, ah.
Well, maybe he's just keeping up on Pokemon Twitter. Have you seen that recently while people are talking about should we bring back or should we consider the idea of mulligans where if you don't have a good hand,
Okay, yeah.
mulligan, maybe like in Magic you go down to 6 cards or something. But,
Yeah, it's
like in theory, and I've seen the argument against it is, it's a best of 3 format, so you got 3 games to, start with a good hand. So,
but it's like he's right now he's excited. He wants to have a deck. He said he wanted to build a water one the last time I was trading cards with Drew from TGA.
mhm.
He goes, I want to build a water deck. And I was like, just because that's a gold Chen Pao does not mean that you need to build a water deck. I am trading for the gold Chen Pao because I need it for my deck.
They just trade off. You
No.
play the deck, he plays the deck.
Well, so that's the thing. I just want him to play something competitive. And before that, he
Yeah.
wanted to build a Sprigatito deck.
Mhm.
And I'm like, that Meowscarada just came out with the EX.
Yeah, yeah.
It makes sense to play it. So I just need to get my hands on a couple more Meowscarada EXs, and then he'll have a deck.
Luckily, it's like a dollar card, so
Yeah, exactly. And I'm trying to get him to understand that you don't necessarily need these big giant EXs to do anything major. Like I'll play him with like Zoroark box and just be like, no, look at that. I just do this, and then all of a sudden I've got a Raichu that can one shot you because you've used a V-Star move.
Mhm.
So sorry. And he doesn't like that. But it's just one of those, you don't need these crazy powerful cards to always win. And
Mhm.
that's something I think everybody should learn, or at least have that discussion. Like build something like the what's the Wings United or whatever it's called?
Uh, United Wings?
United Wings. So
Yeah.
everybody should play with that deck and just show that like it is possible to win with something that's not EX based.
Lunatonian says he'll check for extras, send your way.
Well, at the moment, I think I have 2 of the Murkrow, like, stamped ones, and then I have 2 Murkrow
I think he's talking about
reverse ones.
Meowscarada.
Oh, okay. Well, I will trade them. I'm not just going to accept these cards. You just keep sending me cards. That's not how this works. I understand
Sure,
I'm
it
like
is.
creating content, but like, come on. I have to trade you something. Exactly. Santana Poke Clan says Lost Box is a great example and is actually good. That is true. I've been trying to get my hands on all the Lost Box pieces because I just got all the Comfies
Didn't I send
and
you
the
some?
cram. You did. And
Yeah.
so Justin had sent me a bunch of cards to get me started. Then I just got like my 4th Switch cart recently, and I just got one Sableye. So like I don't only have one Sableye. I can't play more than one because I only have one, which is
Well,
again
just
it's not the end of the world. But and my issue is like I haven't purchased any cards recently, and like that's what I need to do. No, oh my
Newtonian
god.
says no trades, they're gifts.
Listen, I'm gonna trade you a Digimon card, okay? That's what's gonna happen.
Oh, well.
But yeah, so like that's and it's important to understand that you can win and you don't need giant crazy Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, no,
he is
that's
just
something.
but like as a kid, you're like, I want the big crazy monsters. And everybody judges them on their hit points and the damage they do. Because I've been to League, and that's what kids do. They go, I'll trade you this Charizard that does 300 damage for yours that
Yeah.
does 600. I don't know. But
Well, yeah. Well, when you're playing the video game, it's not like timing of the moves doesn't matter. You one shot everything. So it's all about what does the most damage. It's not about status
yes.
effects. That's none of that.
Yeah. So it's I don't know. I like this game so much, and sorry, I love this game so much. And these videos have really made me like the whole Road to Worlds thing has just made me like want to play a lot more. And
Yeah, I wish they
to
would have like I get it, they just finished it and they put it out. But they should have like done this at the beginning of the season. not not
correct.
the
And I
end when there's no
understand,
events left.
and that's the problem is like there's too many hands in the pot to make sure that it comes out the way they want it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is okay. Like I understand why, because I'm sure there was a lot of banter. Because like clearly they're in somebody's house, they are recording in somebody's
Yeah,
house,
yeah.
and I mean that's cool and all, but I'm sure there was banter that needed to be cut out. It didn't fit. With
Oh
whatever
yeah, there's
the
definitely
agenda.
during some of them. There's like this seems like there was definitely some f bombs or something thrown that they had to cut out.
Yes. But yeah, I will say Road to Worlds, go watch it right now. I mean, you can even just pull it up on another screen and then just start watching it. Keep us in the background though, because we appreciate everyone being here. Coach Kev said good morning. I didn't see it till just now. So Coach Kev, how's it going? Lunatonian, how's it going? Maddie G in the chat. Santana Poke Clan, how's it going? And the Lunatonian has been like nonstop chatting. So we appreciate everyone being here. It means a lot.
Yeah, no,
I'm not just saying that.
I've been showing their comments on the screen and stuff and like waving at them and stuff while you've been monologuing.
Okay, sorry.
No reason to be sorry. I'm just interacting with the chat while you're doing the important stuff.
All right. So Road to Worlds.
Don't we all?
Road to Worlds, we talked about it. It's just you got to see it. It hits you in all the right spots. Like it's just I think we're going to have a lot more players after people watch that.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Like
we're already
collecting,
having record numbers of players, and they talk
yeah,
about it in
collecting
the
is one
thing.
thing. Competing is something totally different.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I love collecting, but at this point, I've kind of just stopped collecting as far as the basic cards go. I'm
Yep.
more interested in getting my cards graded and getting Delibirds in a 10. That's like what I want to collect now. So like knowing that I don't have this weird drive to flesh out a set and have one of everything. I want to compete. And I don't need the full arts, the secret arts. If I get something like that, that's worth getting graded
Mm-hmm.
because the beauty of the card. You know what I mean? You don't want that to get ruined. and I'm not. Are these things waterproof? I mean, has anybody like dunked a PSA card, a CGC card in the water and like seen?
I know I've seen videos of this in the past, but I don't remember.
I mean, it's a good question. It's something that we'll look into at some point. I got to get stuff that I don't like and just get it potentially graded. Like I'll just find something that's PSA graded CGC and we'll just dunk them in water and see what happens. No, that's terrible. But I think having your collection or pieces that you want to keep in good condition, regardless, like getting the special delivery Pikachu, Bidoof, Charizard, like those cards, I'm never going to get those again. So having those encapsulated is a big deal. Because I don't want to lose those. And now knowing that they are encapsulated, I'm going to take care of them, but I don't need to worry about them getting wet. I don't need to worry about them getting ruined because they're sitting out. You know what I mean? Where I have a Delibird that I've left on my counter and it's got the curve to it. Not so like that one's, I'm not going to get that one graded, but I don't want my cards to get ruined that I like. So get them graded if you appreciate them. Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent now. Justin,
No,
reel us back in. Reel us back in quick.
Yeah. All right. So shall we pull up the sweepstakes entry?
Yes, as do I, Linatonian. He says, I want to be independently wealthy like Reagan's family.
So the TPCI announced the sweepstakes to win every Sword and Shield booster. Think about that. Every booster box. That's crazy. I mean, that's, if we just go simple, $100 per box, I mean, that's $1,200 worth. Realistically, it's probably close to like $2,000 worth booster boxes.
That's expensive.
That's
a very pricey box.
So it's all the way from Sword and Shield base set to Silver Tempest. And there's no booster boxes for any of the special sets like Crown Zenith or Pokemon Go or Celebrations. So none of those. And then 50 runner-up winners will each receive a random Sword and Shield's ETB.
Let's talk about that real quick. Random. And when I scrolled down and it showed me, or after I entered, it was like sliding each ETB. It started with Pokemon Go. I can't tell you enough that at least 50% will be Pokemon Go.
Oh man,
I'm just saying
they really overprinted that set.
It probably will be like 25 Pokemon Go and then like 2 of each other set. I mean, I don't know what the math works out to
like
that.
As much
I'm
as I
sure
love
something along
as
that
much
line.
as I love Pokemon Go, it fell off really hard for me personally. I just didn't really care about the set, but I'm glad that like a lot of the Pokemon Go people that aren't really TCG people like the set. I was just out on the set early.
I love the set. I do. I would really like to get copious amounts of it and start like streaming and opening it just because I enjoy the set. And it is very hard to get anything from that set in like a high quality, if you will. I would like to, like, a goal would be to get that Mewtwo in front of New York City, graded it as a 10.
Sure.
I pulled one off camera, which I'm still salty about. And it is like so off centered. It just, I'm like.
So, did you see the Mewtwo special art from 151?
Yes,
It's honestly a better city version than the Pokemon Go one, in my opinion.
Yes, but I still like the Pokemon Go set. And I like the fact that there's Ditto and you have to peel the card. That is like, I have been playing this game for so long and opening packs for so long that is something that was an experience. Pokemon Go set,
great.
The
You
Pokemon Go set
open a lot of
is
it.
an experience.
I will Adam, you need to save your money for these actual events and not buy a bunch of crap like opening that set.
Don't call it Don't call it
All the
junk.
cards are like
Okay?
$1.
Don't
The
call it
set,
junk.
the art is great. It's just please buy singles and use your money for actual competing. I thought we were talking about how you're excited for the Road to Worlds. Anyways,
I
maybe you can win
am.
one of these.
Maybe.
Okay, so you can enter now until July 10th. You'll need to provide your region, email address, and birthday. Officially announced through TCG's official Twitter and Instagram accounts. The first time they've held such a contest. Let's see if I click this announced as sweepstakes. And we go there. Of course, it opened a new tab.
Oh, geez. I hate when that happens.
So Sword and Shield. We are USA. Submit. What is your birth date? We're just going to put in a fake birth date because I don't want you to actually know mine. It'll be Halloween. Wait. Oh my goodness.
Oh, did it
That's
just
embarrassing.
autofill?
No, that's embarrassing because it's the European style. So it was day then month.
I did that
then
the first
year.
time too.
So we're gonna say 1989 for the last 3 years. Must be 13 years or older to enter. They give you an image, rotating of these. See, I love Lost Origin. So name. So since someone was asking earlier, my name is really Justin. And, it's a running joke that is it Justin or Will or just Will or what is it?
Is it just Keller? JK?
Yeah. And then email address, your region, accept terms. Oh man, let's see. Parental consent required for blah blah blah. Some of the details and he hits a bit. It's pretty simple. But it's kind of a slick.
Yeah, I like that the bottom there though, like if you slide down a little bit. It says plus 50 entrants will receive
this
Pokemon
Go.
No, it does slide, but like it's just funny that it started with the Pokemon Go one, so you're like almost forced to see it.
Yep. Anyways, yeah, so it's just Pokemon TCG Sword Shield Sweeps.com.
And I know you said dollars, but I'm looking at the TCG Player real quick, and like it's showing Mewtwo V-Star Secret Rare 31.99. The full art is 17. The V-Star Dragonite is 21.20. So those are a little bit more than $1,
Sure.
Just figured I'd say that.
But they're not what they used to be.
Okay, that makes sense. Yes.
Well, should we we're 30 minutes in. Should we take a break?
We should. All right, we're going to start taking a break right now. Did you write down the time?
Oh.
34:25. I think. At least on my end.
Yes.
All right, video viewers, how's it going? Appreciate your watching us, and yeah, we're gonna end the show strong. Just talking about Dragonite V. Just kidding, Dragonite EX.
No, it's not as good as the V.
Not at all. I was very disappointed when I saw it. I was like, "This is Dragonite," and they're giving it the old push down the hill. It's gonna be one of those 89-cent EXs. All right, and we will come back in 10 seconds.
Okay.
And we are back. Thank you for bearing with us and taking that break with us. Little housekeeping real quick. This podcast is powered by Patreon. Check ours out over at patreon.com/Pokemon Professor, where you can support this show for as little as $1 a month. That $1 is going to get you access to our Patreon exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. All patrons are eligible to participate in our monthly Pokemon Go and TCG live prize tournaments. Registration's in the Discord, and we hope to see you there. Shout out to the Lunatonian for winning our Discord tournament for the month of June. And huge thank you to our gym leaders, Absolutely Ryan, Austin Zard, Bean and Cheese, DJ Wonderbread, Hall the Counselor, GK, Sue, Jamal, Joseph, Mythical Hitch, Beard Bo Baggins, and Big Zom Minus. And special thanks to our executive producer, Tish Smith. Couldn't do this without you. As well as the other executive producers on the network, Paul Bott, Kate the Cons, and Stinky Ash. Make sure you check out PokemonProfessor.com for links to everywhere you can connect with us, grab some merch, and leave us reviews. Also, use our website to go to TCG Player to make purchases. I believe tomorrow is a store credit day.
And that would be they actually do that on Fridays.
Yeah, 6:30. So if you hear this and it's probably past that time, I'm sorry. But if you're seeing this live or watching it after the fact, remember tomorrow, make purchases, but go through our website, use that link. It helps us out and it doesn't cost you anything. We would greatly appreciate it. All right, Justin, let's talk about Dragonite.
Ooh, exciting.
I think that my internet is listening to me because I'm on Poke Beach and it literally has like Zelda being played in the background. Ay. All right, so this is coming from Pokebeach.com. It's showing us Terra Dragonite EX and Terra Greedent EX from the EX starter decks. Which, okay, so now understanding that they're from starter decks, I actually understand and get why they're not that great.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense. And it does reveal a couple other cards from the deck. Obviously, there's a new Skwovet and Sneak a Bite.
So how do you feel about this? How do you feel about this art before we talk about the moves and everything? No, for Dragonite that I'm showing.
Oh, sorry.
I think it's just okay.
It's subpar.
Yeah, it's kind of
Spencer Allen is saying you should install an ad blocker extension.
I should. For whatever reason, we have an ad blocker and it keeps like uninstalling itself. And so I just got to find a better one. I don't know. Maybe the special art or the full art or something will be better. I don't really care for this one.
Yeah.
It's too like, I don't know, cartoony.
It is. It almost looks like, do you remember like Lemmings? Like the video game? It just kind of like reminds me of a lemming. I don't know, from the video game. But so Dragonite EX is a stage 2. It evolves from Dragonair. It's got the Terra thing, can't be touched on the bench. One colorless wing attack for 70 damage. Water and a lightning, meteor break, 140 damage. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 140 more damage. If tails, this Pokemon can't attack during your next turn. That seems like way too much of a coin flip to me.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. Because, I mean, for 2 energies, you're doing 140. It's not that bad. But at the same token, it's Dragonite.
180. I mean, 280.
Yes, but it's Dragonite. Come on.
Yeah.
They did him dirty.
Yeah. Wah, wah.
We do get a Drampa from the starter deck that is Outrage, does 60 damage for 2 colorless, and then this attack does 10 more for each damage counter on this Pokemon. That is pretty cool. I like when we have outraged dragons, so that'll be cool.
I'm outraged.
But then we go into Greedent EX and Skwovet. But let's talk about Skwovet first, because Sneak a Bite, discard the top card from your opponent's deck. That is cool. I did watch Little Dark Fury's Wug Trio deck, so this could be an inclusion in that deck. Just basically discarding. It's a guaranteed discard, but you're discarding cards from your opponent's deck. The art on this is absolutely stunning. You need to bring this up on screen. I know it's on screen, but
it's very cute. It's got like the chesto berries and all the other berries.
it's basically has a mouthful and it's saying like, "Don't be mad. I stole all the berries in the forest."
Don't be mad, get glad.
Yes. It's a new commercial. So Green EX evolves from Squovet. It's got the Terra ability again, but for one colorless, get greedy. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. You may put those cards into your hand or discard them and draw 3 cards. That's actually kind of uniquely good. Depending on the kind of deck you're running, you might pair this with something like Graveyard to get certain Pokemon in the discard, and you draw 3. That's 3 Pokemon, and you're like, nah, I don't need any of those. I need an energy, and then draw 3 new cards.
So in theory, it's kind of like a draw 6.
Yeah, exactly. You're looking at the top 6 cards of your deck, so that's not bad. And then for 3 colorless, oh, sorry, you saying something?
No, it kind of stinks though, because to not really be doing any damage when it's in the active. It's 2 prize Pokemon, only 260 HP, but
like I said, it's weirdly good. Like
I
it
just hope
could
it
be
keeps
good.
I hope it keeps the get greedy name. It'll probably be something
Yes.
lame when they actually get translated into English. They're always
It'll
kind
be
of
like
lame.
too much fun or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
For 3 colorless, Foolish Rolling does 210 damage. During your next turn, this Pokemon can't use Foolish Rolling. Again, not bad. I mean, if you got a DTE, you're doing 190.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not bad. It's got a strong attack and a setup attack. So I do like this. And then even the Squovet has, I mean, I think you would just play the other one.
You'd play the Nest Stash one.
Yeah. So you wouldn't necessarily dead draw. You'd be
And
on
so
your
maybe
last.
what you do is for decks who are already playing it, maybe you put this in there. Maybe this fits into like a Lugia deck.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not convinced that any of these really see play, but they're interesting nonetheless. Oh, look at this art. Oh, look at we know we love the claymations.
Yes. Yeah, Ken is going to be absolutely a fan of this one.
The Lillipup.
It kind of looks ridiculous, but it is cute. I mean, the other thing to kind of just talk about is like Stoutland. It's a stage 2 Chomp Chomp Panic. It does 50 damage times the amount of colorless in your opponent's active Pokemon's retreat cost. Not necessarily that great, because it's only doing 100 damage to Greed and EX. It's only doing 100 damage to Dragonite EX.
In a Spidops deck, maybe play this. Now it's
Oh
a
yeah,
stage
to increase
2,
their
that kinda
retreat.
sucks, but you could do it in Spidops.
That is true. That is true. And the last thing we'll discuss is just before we leave. So GameStop changed their pro membership stuff. So
They did?
essentially, yeah. So essentially, if I went in there and I bought a pack of Pokemon cards, I'd get 5% off. Not that that's huge,
Sure.
but if you're buying decent amounts of Pokemon, or like right now, because I walked in there and they had the Arceus Trainer's Toolkit for $25, then plus the additional 5% off. That's
Oh, did you get it?
no, I didn't, because I bought the light that's shining on me right now.
Oh,
Yes, I bought a
do
stream light,
appreciate.
everyone. I
All
bought
right,
a
everyone.
stream light.
He's like more like lame. Stop.
Yeah, I agree. Drew,
Yeah.
we were just talking about you at the beginning of this podcast, where I need a good Meowscarada list because my son is going to be playing that, but I don't want him to feel like he has a structure deck.
Yeah.
So, off camera, if you have a decent list, I figured you would be the person to ask about a Meowscarada.
Because grass is best. So.
Yes.
But yet,
well, grass is in a good position. There's not much fire. Fighting's in a good position. Well, I say that, but it's not. No, fighting weak is in a good position. So, like colorless isn't that bad.
Mm-hmm.
What's fighting weak again? I don't know. Like electric. No, I don't know.
Well, I did want to mention I did go to my first league challenge last week.
Oh yeah, you didn't tell me how you did, and you were
Yeah.
supposed to. This is where we're at right now. He has been holding this information hostage.
Oh yeah, that's right. So I was super excited to play Chin Pao. I was kind of on it before like the whole hype bandwagon happened, and then like people are countering it because I just like it's probably my favorite Pokemon from the Scarlet and Violet game, Chin Pao, just because I like big cats and it's a snow cat and it has swords for teeth. But
I thought
I
they
was
were
just like,
icicles.
well, it's like they're icicles, but they're also metal, so they're basically swords.
What? That's
Yeah.
wild. I don't know any of the details on Chen Piao. Chen Pao.
Yeah.
I just
So
call it Chen Pao and just
So I was like I was making my deck last week. I played it a bunch online, but I hadn't really played it in person. Turns out I had 0 superior energy retrieval cards. I was like, okay, do I take this or do I take something else? It's like, all right, we're just gonna take this. We're gonna go early, see if someone can give me some cards. And sure enough, talked to one of my friends there. They had extra cards, superior energy retrieval, so I could just build the deck right then. Um, and then we started pretty late. Normally it starts like at 7, maybe 7:15. We didn't get started until almost 8:30, and it was 6 rounds. So we finished at like after midnight.
no, jeez.
So I was like toast. I was I was so toast by the end. But like, first round I'm playing against United Wings deck. It was pretty, simple. Essentially, I bossed one of their Pokemon into the active that they weren't supposed to attack with. It got kind of stuck. So then basically I just took the prizes that I needed. And at my locals, we just play, best of one. So best of one, 30 minutes. It's nice that way. You're not like grinding out best of 3 matches. And so I got the victory there. And then I played against another guy. His name is Jackson. He likes to grind points for worlds, and so he's always playing top meta stuff. So he's playing colorless Lugia,
Oh,
and
jeez.
it was a very like intense match. I have to be in like my A game when I play him. Like some of the other ones that you can kind of like casually talk or whatever, or just like
Yeah,
do
yeah.
your own
It's
thing.
like you just can't talk. You can't like banter. It's just like, no, I'm serious. I'm
Yeah,
making
no,
the
no.
right
I mean,
move
like
every time.
he's a nice guy and everything. Like we'll talk, but I have to like really think. I'm like, I can do this. I can do this. But then I made the wrong decision. I bossed the wrong Pokemon to stall because I needed it to buy a turn to get my because he kept knocking out my Baxcaliburs and I could never get 2 set up at the same time. And
Ah, jeez.
so then I was having to rely on Palkia. He could knock out Palkia easily, and so I could never really get there. And he ended up winning, and I only took like 4 prizes, so I was like 1 turn away from winning, which is unfortunate. And then let's see, I played against something I was not expecting, a Regidrago Arceus deck. That I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah. That's like I have the cards. Like I've
yeah,
been trying to get that set up. Let's go, Edge Drago.
yeah, and so that game I just kind of bricked, and I couldn't really get set up because I was I was ahead, um, like, and then I just couldn't really like, get anything. I couldn't draw anything, and I ended up losing. I was like, man, losing to Reggie Drago, ugh. And
That's a real
then
drag, man.
oh, a real dragon says Arc Drago OP.
This is true. This is true.
Yes, then let's see. Oh, I played against um so so I won one and then I lost 2 and then I won the next 2, so then I was like at 3 and 2. I was like, all right, come on, maybe I can get 4 and 2 and like be like top 8 out of the 40 some odd players that were playing. And but then I ended up going against the mirror. At this point, I'm pretty tired. But I'm like, I got out to a super early lead. I had taken 3 prizes. They didn't really even like have anything set up. But then I just couldn't draw anything. And I was just like, because I'd made the early aggressive move to knock out their only Baxcalibur. And then I followed it up by knocking out their Gene Pao. So I was up 3 prizes to none. But then I didn't have a Palkia set up, and I only had the one Baxcalibur. They were able to boss KO my Baxcalibur, and I just could not recover. I didn't have any draw.
So what you're saying is if we get rid of the Baxcalibur, we always win.
Yeah. So
I think you do a 4-1-3 line.
Yeah, I think I need to set up more.
Just personally, because then at least you get 2 as consistent as possible.
Yeah, so I finished 3-3. Not like what I wanted, but I was just like, you know what? We're here to have fun. This is my first time playing the deck in person. We'll take notes for next time. I do want to tweak the list. Get some better card draw.
Apparently, you need to run Thornton.
Drew says to run Thornton. Yeah. Probably should. Yeah. I don't know. It was fun though. I just was not expecting 6 rounds, because normally we do 5. Sometimes we only do 4 rounds, but I guess since it was a challenge, they wanted to make it 6.
Yeah. Then at least they have a clear winner. Because was there a top cut?
No, we just played 6 rounds.
Oh, okay.
But it's always like the Swiss format, so you're paired against basically your matching record.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure, because sometimes I play another card game and it goes back and forth.
A 1 of Snorlax in Baxcalibur decks.
That's cheeky. That's cheeky.
All right. Well, Adam, I think that's the show. So.
All right. Well, now that I know how you did, I'm kind of. I thought you were holding this information because you did like really well, but it turns out he was just trying to make this go as long as possible. All right. You can email us SpecialConditions@PokemonProfessor.com. You can leave us a voicemail. You can text us. You can send us a picture. 732-835-8639.
By the way, I saw we missed a couple emails back in May. I just totally blew past. So talk about that next time.
Jeez, Justin. Okay.
Yeah, it requires some work. So they're saying one of them is from Adam. I don't know how to say the last name. Jadon. Starts with a DZ. Favorite deck is Last Vulpix Gudra. We should look at it and see what we think. And then how would you upgrade our Gardevoir EX? And then Matthew Polycastro wants to know about sequencing and ideas.
Okay, I believe that's the Lunatonian.
Is it?
I believe so.
I don't know people's actual names and Discord names, so.
All right. Well, Drew, share with me your secrets on the kitty cat.
Yeah.
And then, all right, trainers, this is our sign off. So thanks for everybody for hanging out, watching, commenting, interacting with us. We greatly appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
But remember, if you're affected by a special condition, don't forget to use a full heal.
All right.